Live.
Yo, we live. We live. What's
Building.
up? We live.
What
We
it do? What
back.
it
It's been a
do?
minute. What
It's
up,
been a
y'all? We
minute.
back. We got a lot to discuss, man. I don't know who's in right now, who's gonna jump in later, but we still gotta keep it going because we lacking on the content. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. We gotta get back on
uh,
it. So we back.
it's
Life be
been a
hitting.
busy
So
summer.
they're busy
Yeah,
as hell.
exactly. It's been a busy summer, but you know what I'm saying. We never going nowhere. We always gonna be here, even if we go great for a little bit. But we back, about to be back on it. So let's jump in. We got a bunch of topics today. Hopefully, we don't go over too much. But first, we gonna start with let's talk about this new iOS. We're gonna start live. We're gonna talk about the new iOS 18. Apple iOS 18 is coming out, man. It seems like obviously this is probably gonna roll out in September with the new what are they on now? The iPhone 15 or something, like 15 or what are they on?
Right
What
now
number
they're
they
on
on?
15.
You know,
So they're on 15. So what? The next one is gonna be 16. Is it coming out in September?
it should
Or is
be.
it?
I don't know if they have officially said that yet. I'm not sure, but I know September is always when they do like the little showcase. Yeah, no, it says coming in September 24. So some of the features of iOS 18, in case everybody does not know, some of the new features. You're gonna have a new home screen and a new control center with more customization. At this point, that's all Apple can really offer us. At this point, is more, more and more customization.
Yeah.
The Photos app is going to be changed. There's going to be improvements in the Mail app. Of course, there's going to be some emoji updates, and you could text Genmoji. I don't know what a Genmoji is, but what's some of the more big things that they're talking about with this is that iOS 18 is finally going to have Chat GPS, and it's also going to have
Chat
call
GPT.
recording. Sorry, Chat GBT. Chat GBT
Uh-huh.
will be featured, and they're also going to have call recording. So what do you think about that? Well, first let's see and let's talk about what exactly Chat GPT on the iPhone will be. Um so what do you know of Chat GPT exactly? What is it? That's basically AI,
That's
right? Or
like
no?
yeah,
It's
AI stuff. It's just the AI chat engine. That it got famous real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause what? It's only been a year and some change where it's really been like hot. Maybe
right.
like 2 years max. Cause I remember my first time getting on Chat GPT. It was around the like real early stages and like real beta stages. So yeah, it's pretty much just a search engine. You go in there, you search what you want, and you can even like ask it to do stuff for you, write you poems, write you scripts, write you whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
seeing as Apple is putting it on their iOS, it seems like just every company is like adjusting to using Chat GPT because if you notice, when you even Google
Mm-hmm.
stuff, it's AI answers you're getting. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's generating AI answers. So they're just
Right.
implementing some form of AI search engine into all these platforms, and majority of the time, it's coming from Chat GPT. That's the like the driving force. That's like the one of the biggest AI search engines or AI engines or whatever you call it.
Got you. Yeah, so the description says this integration allows users to choose Chat GPT for Siri and other intelligent features in iOS 18, iPadOS 18, and macOS Sequoia. Siri can now hand off difficult questions to Chat GPT, giving users access to either the free Chat GPT quota or their Chat GPT Plus benefits. Apple also plans to collaborate with other AI model makers such as Google Gemini in the future, providing more options. So I guess basically this is just going to make it easier for you, like to. Well, one is going to obviously make Siri smarter, I guess, because now Siri
Oh
is going
yeah,
to
for
have full
sure.
access.
Listen,
Yeah, to
Chat
like Chat
GPT is
GPT.
amazing. It's amazing. I use like Chat GPT damn near daily, or you know what I'm saying. Whenever I'm on the internet, I'm
Really? So
using
what's
it.
some of the
Yeah, I'm using it all the
what's
time.
for those of us who don't know, what's some of like the day-to-day things that you would use it for that would be like that's like helpful that you like
Well,
you
for me, I obviously I do a lot of content, so like captions and stuff like that. I'll go in and ask the
right.
best caption or
Mm-hmm.
everything. Well, first of all, what's up, Legier? What's up, Kira? I see y'all in the chat.
So Shakira,
Yeah.
Nigeria and
So
Kira, what
yeah,
up?
uh, it captions even like things like diet plans for the week. One time I was like, okay, what should I eat for this week? Where, you know what I'm saying, I'm either trying to eat more protein or eat more fiber. It's going to tell you a shopping list. You know what I'm saying? So you can use it in day-to-day activities, even like workout plans. Like this is going to mess up a lot of industries like that, because even workout plans, you could be like, hey, I'm trying to build muscle in my back. What workouts can I do this week? It'll give you a list of workouts. Boom. It'll give you days you work out, times you work out, rest days, and then you could mess around with it how you want. You know what I'm saying? Also, with,
I was gonna
with
say
chat,
he is looking more fit. He look like he cut now.
yes, all that stuff. You know, so it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Rock got nothing on you. Ha.
Yeah,
Appreciate it though.
that's
Appreciate it though.
crazy. Facts. Yeah. So basically, it's just going to be expanding even more the intelligence of the iPhone and Apple and what you can do with Siri and all of that. Which, like Rachel was saying, AI is kind of, it is kind of creepy. Too much of it. So you gotta see where it goes. But real quick, let's talk about the more concerning thing for me is this call recording thing. So apparently now you're going to be able to do call recording directly on your phone. So meaning, I guess if you're having a phone conversation with someone live, you can hit record and just record the whole conversation, which I assume is going to be then saved as some sort of MP3 file or some sort of audio wave file or something like that. But that's crazy. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Do you think in general the iPad, sorry, not the iPad, but the Apple in general and the iPhone, all their devices, do you think they're getting too like a little bit too intrusive? Like they're a little bit, giving us too much access to do kind of these weird things. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think so, but it's like, I feel like it's going to get more and more. They're pushing the limit more and more. You know what I'm saying? So with the call recordings, that's going to go OD, because not only is the person that you're maybe talking to, or you're going to be call recording, man, Apple's going to be recording your damn calls. You know what I'm saying? And just like all your rights and all that is going to like just go crazy. Things are just the technology is just moving really fast. I remember we said this before, when like all the AI stuff started, back when even the metaverse started and all that. Like we was like, yo, technology is about to go crazy. Like it's gonna move fast, and I feel like it's already moved like crazy fast. And just keep going
fast. Yeah, it's going.
Text from now on. That might be even worse, Kira. Texting, just texting. Crazy.
Your phone is basically kind of recording you at all times anyway. Like this, and this is true facts, bro. A couple weeks ago, I was at what's like this because yeah. I mean, hey, look, top secret or not, I don't need Apple and I don't know what's going on. You can see me and hear me still? Good?
Yeah, you just broke up a little bit. That's it.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So true story. I mean, this is like family, so you know them, but I was with our cousins the other day. And I was with Mark and Oliver. And Mark was talking about he has like there's a new this AI kind of lawnmower. Like his lawnmowers are straight, like it mows his lawn by itself. Like he just sets it, mows it, it does everything by itself. He even like was able to bring up his cameras and show us, right? And this is a very specific brand, lawnmower, everything. And we were talking about it for like a good 20 minutes. Me, him, and Oliver were sitting there talking about it. He was showing me and Oliver, blah, blah. And then it was either me or Oliver went on like YouTube or something, Snapchat, and
he's seen ads.
Comes up, a literal ad comes up for the same freaking the thing we were just talking about, and we were like, "Yo, this is crazy! Like these things really be listening to you, like they be listening."
Hold on.
So
I want you to.
If I wanted to get
play that video that I added, not with the kid. You got to play this video, like the one he's talking about.
The iOS the Trump joint or
not the Trump one, the other one.
Yes. Apple is in yet another new scandal today because people who have updated the.
All right, let me try to hold on.
Y'all watch this. Everybody in the chat, y'all watch this. I seen it today. I'm like, oh, this is tough.
New iOS 17.5 are saying that it's brought back old photos that they've deleted. Just think about that for a second. And these aren't pictures that they just deleted in the last 30 days. The person who started this Reddit thread says they permanently deleted very sensitive pictures they made with their partner 3 years ago in 2021. Jeez. But after updating to the latest iOS, they magically reappeared in the recent Photos album. And it's not just them. It seems there's a bunch more. One said 4 pictures they deleted in 2010 reappeared repeatedly. And another
2010?
Said, and warning, this is by far the most terrifying one. They completely wiped their iPad using official Apple guides before selling it to a friend. That friend called him today after updating their iPad, asking why his old pictures have suddenly appeared in their photos. Some of those photos included some revealing images. So if you have a family member or friend with one of your old devices, maybe it's time to give him a call.
Hey, yo.
Wow. Yo, you know what's crazy about that is like I was like thinking the other day, like, you know, because you know, like we've been like dealing with iPhones and stuff for years, bro, especially even from back when the BlackBerry was still kind of popular. And I would be like buying them and selling them on like Craigslist and stuff like that, and like on Facebook. And it's like, bro, these days it's nowhere like how it used to be when it comes to these iPhones, bro, because your iPhone is kind of like, once it's your personal phone that you've been using for X amount of months, all your stuff is on there forever. It's like that is literally a piece of you. And now it's getting to the point where it's like, even if you, like we just saw here, even if you do a permanent delete, you do whatever guidelines that Apple says for you to do, your shit is still there. Because if pictures are coming back that were permanently deleted from 10 plus years ago, that means your stuff is never really deleted, even when Apple says that they deleted it. That means they're still they're holding it somewhere and have access to it. Like, I don't know, man. It's getting a little bit too, you know what I mean? That's crazy, a little too personal for me. That's too crazy because your pictures coming back from 10 years ago.
When I seen that, I was like, nah, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah,
I don't even need, that's insane.
I don't need that. Especially like he was saying, once you think that you completely wiped it and then you cleared it and now you sell it to a family member or a friend, even worse, a stranger, they do one update and all your pictures come back. Like, yo, no.
So I seen that. I seen so somebody made, I just seen like somebody followed one of my pages on TikTok, and it said the name is breastfeeding couple, right? And so I'm like, yo, what the hell? Who made this page, first of all? And second of all, like, what do y'all got planned? You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, I'm like, yo, I hope like nothing crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy backed up from my iPhone that I sold.
I gonna start uploading them one by one.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But stuff like that actually be happening. You know what I mean?
Yo, for real. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, we gotta be careful with these iPhones, man. I don't know. Every year when a new iPhone comes out or is about to come out, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. I'm done with iPhones. I'm going to Android. I'm about to be Android, but I can never make the switch, bro. I don't know. I can't.
iPhone got me in a chokehold, boy. That thing, like, every year after I got my first iPhone, boy. I don't know what it is, bro.
It's like you just can't.
It's a toxic relationship.
I don't know. It really is. And it's getting worse. And they're taking advantage of I think us as users and as you know, as the people that are buying this stuff now. Like, we're the consumers and they're exploiting our privacy. But it is what it is, bro. All right, let's move on. We'll talk about the iPhone another time. Let's keep it pushing. Let's real quick talk about Diddy. Let's talk about Diddy. It's been a while. I know last time we spoke 2-3 months ago was when this whole Diddy thing was kind of in the heat. It was in the middle. I would say news-wise, it's died down. Obviously, for him, things are not back to normal. They're probably never going to be back to normal. He completely, from what last I looked, he swiped his Instagram, so he deleted everything on it. And obviously, the latest revelation in this was that he did indeed beat Cassie. We have at least one instance of it being on video. And I don't remember if we got the chance to talk about that or not and like look at the video. I don't think we spoke about it. We didn't. But so obviously that was out a couple months ago. It came out that he did in fact beat Cassie, and then as you see here, there's a little image of the video where he dragged her in the hallway. All of us who saw that video knows it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's still there because he has an iPhone. Oh yeah, exactly, right. So it's technically his picture. Even that, like, even this video. This shit was probably ducked away in somebody's iPhone or iPad he thought was been deleted, and niggas, that's you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Nothing is deleted, bro. But even more, somewhat more interesting than the revelation of this video coming out. Diddy took to the Instagram, I'd assume, against the words of his publicists and the people who his PR team and all that. And he fired up his Instagram, that front screen, and got to apologize, man. He said that, he was sorry and that he was effed up when he did it. He knew it was wrong when he did it. And that he's, which to me is interesting because prior to this video coming out, he very explicitly claimed that he never, ever put his hands
that's what I'm saying.
on Cassie at all. So for the video to come
in that
out,
apology,
now be like,
in that apology video, he should have actually apologized for just blatantly flat out lying. Like that should have been his
right. Like that should have been the apology. Like, look, nigga, y'all caught me. I lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I made that shit. I said I didn't do some shit that I did. But amazing to me though is that he would even attempt. I don't know. Like, it's like, why would you even make an apology video when no one's even looking at you in like a positive way to even accept an apology or look for one. Like, I don't know. So what did you think? What did you think when you saw the video and then the apology?
Bro, that man's a demon, bro. Like, I don't even know. It's just crazy how things just swindle down because it's crazy because of like the things that he was doing before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even accepting that award from what was it, the BET, for being like that guy in the industry, that good guy. And then him always calling himself, what was it, Brother Love, changing his name to Love. And then you find out this man is like evil, you know what I'm saying? It's just flat out evil, you know what I mean? Just doing crazy evil stuff. And
did the video surprise you?
It didn't surprise. It did, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because like you everybody was saying, yo, Diddy's evil. Like Diddy's evil, but you got this man portraying, Brother Love all day, and it's love, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's love. That's what you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I don't think he's gonna do some crazy evil stuff like that. Maybe he, doing them little freak parties. All right, I'll believe that one. Like, man's probably just a freak. And then you see this come out and you find out this man's freaky and evil. I mean, like, man's the worst of both worlds. You know what I'm saying?
As we stated before on here, it's not illegal to be sexually deviant. You know what I'm saying? It's not illegal. Depending on how you look at what your deviance is, people might have a problem with it. But technically, it's not illegal. What we saw in this video, the physical assault, that's illegal, bro. You can't assault people, man or woman. You can't assault them like that in a hotel lobby and literally drag them. So for me, it didn't surprise. Like, I would say the contents of the video surprised me, like what was actually being done and the clarity of it, and seeing, okay, that's literally Diddy, that's literally Cassie. That was a bit surprising. But honestly, I don't think me or most people didn't really believe him when he was saying all of that, like, oh, I didn't really touch her, I didn't do nothing. Like, I don't think nobody was really jacking that anyway. So it was just now seeing that, which goes to show you, seeing actual with your eyes something kind of would change your perspective of it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, it was surprising, but not surprising at the same time. Like, it'll be like if we finally got footage that Diddy set Biggie up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like,
exactly.
Diddy killed Biggie. And it's like, okay, we actually see the footage now. Like, damn, this man is a demon for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So it's like now it's still hard to believe that he actually set Biggie up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, that's a conspiracy. Everybody says, like everybody's like, yeah, he did it. You know what I'm saying? He did it. Or even, the situation with Shine. Even the situation with Shine. Shine just now, like, it's kind of coming out, like,
but he said it. But even from them niggas knew everybody. And again, there's things that we all like, you know what I mean? That we all, it's not said, but we all know. Even from back then, when he was a kid, I remember even my dad back then was saying, like, Puffy definitely shot that man. Like Shine is just taking the L for it. And obviously that course, that his life going that course changed his, which Shine is doing all right. He's like, what is he, like the president of or some shit, whatever he is? He's
something
fine.
like that. Nah, he's doing straight. He's
fine. But that night literally changed the course of his life, and obviously even his residency in America. You know what I mean? And seeing and knowing all this stuff about Diddy and seeing like that video and knowing that all these things really did happen with Cassie, it's bad because it opens up your mind to so many other things. Like you said, even with the Biggie thing, now you're thinking like, damn, did he do that? the Kim Porter thing. Now you're like, damn, did he do that? You know what I'm saying? So like, did he kill the mother of his children? You know what I mean? Like it's, and I'm not gonna lie to you. After seeing that video, I'd believe it. I'd believe it all. You know what I'm saying? If it came out that he did, because this nigga clearly has no no boundaries.
Like, whose car did they say he blew up? Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Like when I heard that story, I'm like, bro, it just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, but I just can't. I can't wrap my head around it. Right? I can now. You know what I'm saying? After I seen that video, I'm like, that man blew Kid Cudi's car up, bro.
Yeah, he definitely did. And it's not like, and I feel like if something like that did not happen, when it broke out, even Kid Cudi himself would have came out and been like, nigga, that's crazy. That didn't happen. But he did not say that. He didn't say it didn't happen. So, but before we get off of the topic, what do you think is next, man? Like we said, it died down. I don't know what exactly the DAs and them found when they raided his house, but we haven't really seen or heard anything about that yet. What do you think is next? Do you think it just dies down and or I think
more and more people coming out with accusations, more victims, more of that, because I'm pretty sure this ain't the only dirty stuff that he did within the past 20 something years. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, absolutely.
That man's gonna get the OD, probably even worse than a Bill Cosby treatment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that the accusations and stuff aren't gonna stop until he's locked up.
That's what I'm saying. So, my thing is, bro, I feel like, you know what I mean? And I understand that as a society, probably rightfully so, we take SA more serious than regular assault. But I feel like if Bill Cosby, well, obviously he's dead, right? He died, right? Or no?
I don't think so.
Bill Cosby dead? Anyway,
I don't think so.
Bill Cosby feels like he's dead. If Bill Cosby did his time, but I know he got out of jail, right? Like,
he's out of jail. But I don't think he's dead yet.
So if Bill, all right. Well, if Bill Cosby had to go do time and R. Kelly is sitting in prison for doing time, I understand their situations were more of the sexual nature, but I feel like Diddy needs to get locked up too, bro. Like, because from what we see in that video, like, he needs to be put away. That man's alive and well. Okay, he's alive. Sorry, I didn't mean to pre-murder, pre-kill Bill Cosby. I don't know why I thought his name was dead. But he's free though. Like, he's free. He's completely free.
Yeah,
like,
he's a free man. He's a free man. I don't even remember how that happened, but yeah, he's a free man right now.
From what I remember, it was something. They said something went wrong with his trial, so they just, which I
he probably appealed it.
They just let you go.
Just loopholes.
Yeah, they said there was something. That's how like some
trying to find out.
They let him go. Yeah, but yeah, man, I don't know. Bury Diddy under the jail, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with him, but I hope that we see something, that something comes of it, and that we, because what he did was crazy. But yeah, we're not gonna dwell on Diddy. Let's move on. Let's talk about Bronny, bro. Bronny James. So we've been talking about this for over a year now. Bronny James is officially a Laker. He obviously the regular season has not started yet, so he's been playing in the summer league, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly sure how his numbers have been. Like, exactly, I know I saw him. He put up his first point. Yeah, not great, right? Yeah, I figured. No. So yeah, there's a lot. This is a controversial topic to me, because a lot of people, including me, myself, to an extent, feels that maybe Bronny James don't exactly deserve the position that he's on that, in that Lakers spot that he got.
Lakers team.
On the Lakers team. How you feeling about that? Because
before
we get into how we feel. But wait, let's refresh. And two things that are important to point out here is, obviously, which I don't think you shouldn't hold people to this. Bronny is not showing the exact let's say the exact
skill,
he did skill that his father did at his age, right? Which, again, for sure. I don't think that's something that we need to go crazy about or hold against him, because you know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan has sons too. We all know how that went. They did not play in the NBA. They were not good. So I don't think that we need to Bronny needs to be at the exact level as his father right now. I don't think that's that. But Bronny did have some medical issues. If I'm not mistaken, he had
the heart attack.
A heart attack or the heart attack. He had a heart attack. A lot of people are saying that and also he obviously did not get a lot of PT towards the end of his time at where he was at USC, right?
Yeah,
in college. So it's like a lot of people are saying if this was any other kid whose father was not who his father was, he would not have got drafted in this draft, especially not in the seat that he got. So how are you feeling about that? You think there's any truth to that? Do you feel like that's people just hating?
Yeah, I
How you feel
believe.
about that?
No. I believe that's facts, right? Like if LeBron wasn't Bronny's dad, Bronny would have to go I believe he'd still hoop professionally, but he would have to go the tougher route. Maybe go overseas. Maybe straight to the G League. He wouldn't get drafted. I don't believe he would get drafted, right? Especially because he has skill. I'm not going to knock his skill, but especially with the cardiac arrest. NBA teams aren't going to see the cardiac arrest and be like, yeah, we're just going to look past that and draft him, right?
Bro.
But my thing is, I feel like the hate comes from the people who are actually mad. Like some people are like, oh man, boom, boom, boom. When this is the obvious, this was a given. We're talking about LeBron James. Like that man was gonna have his son get drafted to the Lakers regardless. Like there were reports going around that what's his name, the manager of LeBron's management team. I forgot his name, whatever his name is, but he was calling other teams Rich Paul.
Rich Paul.
He was calling. They said he was calling other teams saying, "Hey, if you draft Bronny, he's gonna go overseas. Like, don't draft."
Yeah. How about that?
That man is going to the Lakers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they denied that, obviously. But yeah, LeBron seen there was a chance to make his manifestations or what he said he wanted to do with his son play on the same team, and that man made it happen. I'm not gonna knock him for it because if anybody other one of us was in that position, we'd do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So like, and people are mad about it, nepotism and stuff like that. And I have this conversation with Rachel all the time. Like, if I ever had the chance to use nepotism, I'm using it to the absolute fullest. I don't care. Like, I ain't gonna think about the other kids, bro. But, hey, I'm gonna use nepotism. Like, if I had a button where it's like use nepotism, I'm pressing that button. Spaz and all that.
No, absolutely. That's I feel the same way about that. Because I even what was it like a year ago or so when that actress or that William H. Macy's wife did the thing where she got her daughter into school or whatever, and they were saying like like I get it, but it's like we all would have done the same. If you had the opportunity to put your family forward or your kids forward in life, you're gonna do it. I don't care what you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like
the opportunity
you gotta think about it.
You think
like go ahead. I was saying, like you as a person, you as working hard in your craft, you get to a point where you're able to use nepotism. What are you gonna say? Oh no, I don't want to. No, hey, work harder for that. You see, I worked hard for it. Yeah, you gotta go overseas. You could, but still, it's like, hey, I'm gonna give you a head start. I'm gonna put you in the absolute best position. Right. And now work hard. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what Bron's doing to Bronny. You know what I mean? But
especially when we're talking about making history.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean, because no other, there's never been a situation in the NBA before where a father has been able to play with his son. So you know what I'm saying? You can't knock them, like you said, you can't knock them for literally making history and knowing that they could do that and doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't knock them for that. Let's see. Rachel said, I feel that was the universe protecting him. I feel bad that there's pressure for him to follow in his father's footsteps. I wish he could have discovered his true path. So Rachel, are you saying that you don't think basketball is his true path? Like, do you think that maybe he should have been destined for something else?
I think I like what she said there, right? Because I've kind of like been watching Bronny's actions in a way, not development, but just like, when it comes to interviews or even when he first got drafted. You know what I'm saying? It kind of
like you talking about since he got drafted. You mean like since he got drafted? You mean
when he got his name called, especially with his name called being on LeBron's team? Because who knows? LeBron and Rich Paul probably was doing stuff behind the scenes that Bronny didn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously,
like obviously, exactly. So when he gets drafted to the team, he probably like, damn, I wanted to do my own path because he's even said it before, like. Yeah, I know my dad's LeBron James, but I, kind of want to make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? So this could be one of those good and bad things, right? LeBron, is kind of just using his power to create what he creates, but it may not be the best for Bronny. Who knows? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. It's tough, but I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the whole beginning of his career and his start in the NBA is going to be glued to this situation with his dad and him, being on the same team as his dad and following his dad. But as we all can imagine, and at least I hope so, LeBron, I'd assume, is going to retire in the next 5 years, hopefully.
I said 5 years.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that man needs to retire. 2 years he should be retired.
I know that's what I'm saying, but you got to think. Even any thoughts that was in his mind, I was like, think about you. Like, I'm looking at videos of him. He had practice, whatever he's doing, and he's watched the whole time. He's glued watching Bronny on his phone. If you're a dad, let's say you're not even in the NBA, you're working at a construction site, and you're working for 10, 15, 20 years at this construction site, and on your last year, your son, Junior, comes and gets hired on the same site as you. You ain't leaving next year. You ain't leaving this year. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this, with Bronny being here, in his head, he probably like, I could do like 4 more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he gonna ride it out. But hey, my point is that if he does retire within the next 3 or 4 years, at least once he's gone, that's it. And Bronny can now kind of focus on his own path and doing his own thing. Obviously, he's forever. No matter, as long as he's stepping foot on the NBA court, he's gonna be compared to his dad. His dad made too much history for that to not happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. You know what I mean? So
I feel like with Bronny, his ceiling, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a pretty decently high ceiling for not higher than LeBron. For Bronny, his ceiling is like a really good defensive role player, like maybe starting, but more than likely a 6-man, because he's good. He has the IQ, but the natural skill ability like LeBron James, I don't see it. He doesn't have it, but he has the IQ. He has the athleticism, so he could be really defensive. He could, you know what I'm saying? But like superstar power, I don't see it. But hey, that's still good. The man in the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously,
it's not. That's a pretty good ceiling. I mean, not everybody can do
that. I done said before. I'm actually more interested in seeing his brother. I feel like Bryce might be the real second LeBron than Bronny.
He has more of that. He has more of that natural ability for the game. Like, it just like kind of just comes to him like a LeBron James. But still, even saying he's gonna get to LeBron James level, that is literally out of this world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even. I feel
like
there's people thinking that in their head, like, oh, he gotta be. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, to me, the chances are, if your parent is even that good at what they do, you're probably not gonna be that good. Like, you're even. It's like it's almost a handicap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not. It's even in anything outside of this. Like, I think even in music, the only musician who has ever been better than their parent is Coily Ray. Is there any other musician who has?
I don't think so.
Is there any other musician who's actually been better than their parent? Acting, what's his name? Denzel's son.
Denzel's son.
Yeah, Denzel's son. He good.
He nice though. He nice though. Yeah, he nice.
He nice. John David. He nice. But he ain't.
He nice.
John David. John David Washington. He nice, but he ain't even touching Denzel yet. From when Denzel was like 5 years in acting. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even on that level with Denzel yet. Same shit with Maya Hawke. She's Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter. And Maya Hawke is alright. Her acting ain't nowhere near level either one of her parents. So I don't know. But obviously there's that thing where if your parent was great at something and they were super famous, super popular at it, and they were talented, you're constantly going to be compared and expected to perform at that same level, which I don't know, it's crazy. But so you're saying for Bronny, you don't see him getting 4 rings, 5 rings. You don't see none of that. You don't see
rings. It's possible if he's with the right team, right role. He's in the right role. You know what I'm saying? I could see him winning championships, right? But like MVPs and Finals MVPs. Yeah, I don't see that. But that's fine, bro. His dad already did it, bro. Go out there, like, do whatever you got to do on the court, be great at it, and then just, you know what I'm saying, just do your own
thing. Position is he? What he played? We played what? He played
shooting guard. Yeah, point guard, shooting guard. And that's another issue because he's kind of undersized as a shooting guard. Like, he's gonna have to play like Allen Iverson as a shooting guard, and it makes it tough.
You think they'll start him? No. I think if LeBron
No.
wants him to start, you don't think they'll start him?
Nah. He's gonna play the G League for the first year.
Oh, you don't think he's even going to touch? He's not even going to touch. He's not even going to touch the actual Lakers squad first year. Like he's not going to literally play with his dad.
Yes, supposedly the reports are he's going to play in the G League, but I do believe they're going to put him on the court one time with his dad for sure. They will bring him down for a few games.
But they can do that. So if you in the G League for whatever squad, they could bring you into whatever regular season game they want. Like they could bring you in if they want to.
Yeah. Wow. No, I mean you have to have a contract with them. So he has a contract with the Lakers. He has like a $3 million something contract.
Right.
So they're gonna send him to the G League, let him get his reps in. But I feel like maybe a 2-3 game stretch, they'll bring him up. They're gonna call him up and maybe have him get on the floor with LeBron just to make history in the NBA.
They want niggas to see it, just to see it at one time. Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting
the
game.
The NBA will force them to do that, even if that wasn't on their mind. The NBA's be like, hey, y'all idiots need to come on, let's go get Bronny on the court, let's get that money, LeBron, so we can get some photos and then all that.
Oh, that exactly. All right, so we'll see what happens with Bronny. We'll see what happens. Let's move it on. Let's talk about Eminem. So Eminem. The death of Slim Shady. Eminem is still here, bro. He's still standing. Eminem, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at this point, he's got to be the last remaining rapper who had a debut in the 90s that's still putting out new albums.
Nas?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, Nas. Right. Nas and Snoop Dogg. I think Snoop Dogg still be dropping albums for some reason. But yeah, Nas and Snoop Dogg, for some reason.
Let's go with good out, really good albums. Like that, like competitive. Because Snoop Dogg, I don't think Snoop Dogg's like.
Well, then it's just Nas. Because I
think just Nas.
Then it's just Nas because I can't even think of nobody else. But Snoop Dogg's obviously not competing. But yeah, so he dropped the death of Slim Shady, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think those of us who are like true Eminem fans and like was listening to Eminem from the late 90s and early 2000s when he really was Slim Shady and doing all of that. I think it's fair for us to have the opinion or say that Eminem just ain't hitting right now. Like he's not hitting no more. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I remember even seeing the lead single from this album seems to be that song with Baby Tron and Big Sean. And even that line when he's like, Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider. I must have got bit by a goat. I'm just like, I don't know, man. That's kind of like, it sounds like you need to put this microphone down, B, and just like let this ride. But yeah, so he dropped it and go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying like him just trying to. I feel like he's saying the death of Slim Shady, but realistically, he's trying to revive Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
It's a weird feeling with it. You know what I'm saying? Because before he was just Eminem all the time, right? Like he was dropping stuff just as Eminem,
right? But for a long time, which is why I'm also confused about this, because for a long time he's been on this whole like death of Slim Shady. Like I'm not Slim Shady no more. I'm Eminem or Marshall Mathers or whatever. Like
exactly. And then on this album, he kind of just brings back Slim Shady. So it's not really even the death of Slim Shady. It should be Slim Shady resurrected because everything. So that's it. So like he's making up like just name dropping and talking about like trans and seem like he's trying to get canceled again. So it just seems like
it's like
and
it's like why is like a tryhard? Like you don't need to do this. Like and it's like to me it comes off as like right now, and clearly there's other rappers from his generation or his colleagues who have accepted this. Right now, the spotlight ain't on them type of dudes or them type of rappers. And it's like he's like fighting to put the spotlight on him. And it's like, dude, just let this go. You don't need to do this. Like, because even now I'm looking at these album reviews, and these are not good, particularly for an Eminem album. Like the most they're saying is that this is like a 50 out of 100. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like he was just trying too hard. I think he even mentioned getting canceled. Like, are they gonna cancel me for talking about trans? Or what did he say? I mean, some of the bars were decent, and it's like, but I feel like he's just trying too hard to be Slim Shady. He's trying to resurrect Slim Shady. It's not the death of Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like this was like
apparently even there's a song on here. He has a song on here that the song called "Brand New Dance" that I guess was recorded in 2004.
Really?
Yeah. At the Detroit Free Press gave the album a positive review by saying the production is tight. I don't know who even still talks like that. The wordplay dependably covered, the vocal flow confident and versatile. At the same time, adding that the album is in the same league as his previous albums, The Eminem Show and Encore. There's no way that's possible. The latter being literally as the track Brand New Dance. The track Brand New Dance was largely recorded in 2004. Complex stated that the album was just vintage Slim Shady shit. Billboard stated that the best track on the album was Somebody Save Me, calling it a teary-eyed end to the Slim Shady journey. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. Do you think that he'll ever stop? Like, do you think we're just gonna keep getting Eminem albums forever? Like, do you think, that he because this
yeah, I mean,
seems like it's not ending.
I don't know. Yeah, honestly, if he goes back, like if this is honestly the death of Slim Shady instead of a resurrection, where he's like, I'm gonna just keep going back to this style. Because before that, well, he was making those songs like I'm not afraid, that stuff like that, like that people will love. I said it on Twitter. I'm like, yo, Eminem is one of the most low-key but like successful rappers in the past.
He's the most successful rapper of all time. He's the most successful rapper of all time.
But
a lot of people don't like to admit that. But if you look at his numbers, there's no.
But like, let's say within the last 15 years, right? He's been one of the most low key. He's the most successful, but it's so low key. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see other artists
because I don't think the new generation don't accept him. I think maybe people like me and you's age and older are the ones who still like giving him some kind of attention, but I don't think like the younger generation like rates him like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because when he be doing shows and things be packed out.
Because like I said, he go always. Because Eminem is set. He's one of them people. He has a set fans. You have people who back in we talking like 94, whatever. They bought that first album and they have bought every single album since. They're gonna no matter what they're gonna buy, and that's more important. That's why when we talk about it, a lot of these new rap dudes are not gonna last this Eminem longevity because they don't have fans like that. You got some rappers who they put the album out when they first even especially niggas like 42 Doog and like Lil Baby. You got people that might have bought one or two albums of theirs, but they ain't feeling them enough to buy an album now, especially not go actually pay for it and like, you know what I mean? So Eminem is forever gonna sell out arenas. He's, that's set, which is part of why, like I said, he don't necessarily need to be making these albums. Like, I don't see why he feels musically inclined to they need, the streets need this, or music needs this. Like,
the streets need this. Just keep making.
Like, bro,
he don't need to do that. He could go back to just keep being Marshall Mathers and Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Slim Shady actually die. Like, he matured. That's my thing with music and these artists nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And that was, my biggest issue with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not necessarily maturing. You know what I'm saying? Always want to stay in that box that you kind of put yourself in. You know what I mean? So it's like Eminem being Slim Shady, or saying the death of Slim Shady, he's kind of putting himself back in that box and trying to get into that box for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, for sure. And and again, I think the reason is because like I think him and all those people around him know like Eminem, Marshall Mathers, not that interesting. Slim Shady, they're like people want to hear that. But like I said, I can't really like judge the album because I honestly did not listen to one song off of it other than the song with Baby Tron and Big Sean. And again, even that song, I'm like, I wasn't really feeling it.
I listened to that one, and then obviously the one where he did the Meg Thee Stallion bar, the one that he did the video for with Dr. Dre and his little Eminem superhero.
He's that one was like the song Without Me, right? Or
and it's like I said, he's just taking these jabs at people. He mentioned Kendrick Lamar's name like damn near 3 times on the album. I think it was 2 or 3 times.
That's probably like his idol right now, bro. Like that, he probably like the noise that Kendrick is making right now is what Eminem wishes that he was,
Yeah, because he said what he said. He said he's kind of took Kendrick Lamar's bar and flipped it. He said, "Yeah, you don't want smoke with me. You're better off or you might as well go to Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying, or go against Kendrick Lamar because you don't want to win. You don't want to win me. And so like,
and even all that's like Eminem. You right now, nobody's even like, you sound like just like some old, like, you know, when like young niggas it's like, and there's always some old head about, y'all don't want it with me. Y'all don't want me to get in there. Like, bro, nobody's even like, yeah, like nobody's even who's even challenging you. Like, we're not even doing that. Like,
so
bro,
it's like, yeah, you're right. He probably seen Kendrick, you know, the whole situation, and like, damn, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, got him itching.
Like, damn, yeah,
like, Slim Shady back right now.
Like, he itching, like, yeah, I need to get back in there. Like, nigga, nah, bro, just chill.
Just chill on the sidelines, big bro.
You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. Because, like, there's so much of your peers who could be doing the same shit, but they're not. They're just doing other shit, living their lives, like, doing it. You know what I mean? Like, why is Eminem so fixated on, like, oh, and it's always just like, I'm the rap. Like, I feel like every time, especially in this new generation of Eminem, every time he tries to put out an album, it's like his goal is to prove that he's like the rap king or that he's still the rap god. It's like, bro, nobody's even challenging you. Just relax. Just chill, no one. I can understand if niggas was saying like, oh, Eminem need to sit down. Eminem. No one even mentions this man, and he like constantly is like acting like he's being attacked. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But yeah. So Eminem new album. I don't think it's gonna be the last. It's obviously not gonna be the last. I'll listen to it tomorrow and skim through it and see. But like I said, I don't know. His bars these days just be killing me, blood. Like they just be like
the next one.
Like,
the next one's probably gonna be
cringe.
The funeral of Slim Shady.
Yeah, the funeral of Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna be the resurrection of Slim Shady.
The resurrection. Get resurrected.
Nigga, what are you doing? Like, figure this shit out. What's going on? Oh man, Eminem. Shout out to Eminem. But yeah, man. Speaking of Drake, let's move on. Let's keep it moving, bro. Let's get an update on this. This is another topic that we done spoke about a couple times before the summer. This has been a tough summer for Drizzy and company, man. A tough summer. Kendrick Lamar, as the kids say, has his foot on their neck, bro. Kendrick Lamar's foot. He's not letting up. He's not letting up, man. Just when every time I think, like, all right, he's done. He comes at him again. We saw the other day, a couple weeks ago, Amazon. I don't know what was going on at Amazon where they were like, all right. I mean, obviously, yeah, to prove that. Obviously, money was the main thing where they were like, yeah, this is gonna make some bread. But I did not think that by the end of this Amazon presentation, we'd have the entire Crip and Blood nations on stage, Crip walking on Drake's grave. That shit was absurd. Yeah. But it's been a tough summer for Drake and company. I gotta say that because I didn't expect the whole pop out concert to be what it was. I thought it was gonna be more of kind of like an intimate Kendrick in some like intimate setting, a small group of people going over his recent songs, and then obviously he'd probably finish off with performing Not Like Us. And obviously it was a lot more than that. Obviously it was an entire like extravaganza with a lot of special guest stars and stuff like that, right? And then when that happened and we thought like, okay, that's gonna be that, then he actually shot the video because I thought he just opted out of making a music video. I thought that was part of why he did the whole pop out thing, because that he's gonna be like, let this be the end of it. I thought the pop out was gonna be the send off. That's it. It clearly was not. Like the video came out. And so before we even talk about the pop out, let's talk about the video. What are some standouts? I'm sure you've seen it, but what are some standouts for you from the video?
Man, with the video, him and I guess apparently Dave Free, because they both directed and executive produced the video. They're really good, bro. Like when it comes to just like the storyline of videos and putting videos together, like I think they did a really good job with subliminals, with the details, different things like adding memes, but you have to watch it again or somebody has to call it out. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a great job on it. So it wasn't, you would think a video like that is just gonna be just him with a bunch of crowd of people just singing Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Boom. Because remember before they dropped the video, they were showing like behind the scenes clips and we saw photos and stuff of him like on the streets in Compton with people. So I thought that was gonna be the video. Like I thought the video was gonna be just mainly that, but they actually had like scenes. Like he actually obviously recorded like scenes and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I think the video was tough too. Like
That
the
video was
video
tough,
has so
bro.
much symbolism, and yeah,
That's what I'm saying. A
like
lot of
the
symbolism, a
cage,
lot of yeah. It's just
caged
like
owl at the end. It's like the
that man
caged
dirty,
owl,
bro.
the pinata. Yeah, man. I heard like the when he remember. I think Drake has said in one of the songs like give him like
The
drop
picture
him,
on the
give me
wall.
push-ups.
Yeah, the push-ups,
No,
and
what
then
picture on the wall? The push-ups.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you notice in that same push-up scene, there's a picture on the wall that they put on the floor purposely. They placed it, and it's cupped like facing the wall, so you don't see the picture. Because remember, he's like, I know you see my picture on the wall when you cook up in push-ups. So he's doing push-ups.
Yeah.
The picture's on the ground.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he's doing push-ups in like it looks like he's in jail. You know what I'm saying? So
Like a
that's
cell,
like
yeah,
he ain't never been in cell block 1. It's like
cell
just
block 1.
everything. Like they just snapped on that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that like he only like if you count in the video, he only does 17 push-ups because Drake doesn't accept anything over 18 or something like that. I was like, yo,
that
this
one.
is OD, like.
And then the A minor one. I don't know if you've seen that where he's says A minor. Like the part where he's like A minor, right? In the video.
Yeah.
He does like some crip walk down the hopscotch, right?
Down like the
He's saying this because it's a child's game. Also, the way the camera's pointed down is pointed down in a way where there's a meme where the guy he's looking at but the camera. I don't know if you remember this, and he's like his shirt, I'm better. Is that better?
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, do the palace.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like just everything, just the way they did it is genius, bro. Genius, both of them. Like you also because it says executive produced by Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar, and he made sure to add Dave Free because of all the accusations, like
all that bullshit. Yeah. And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna lie, like Leger said here, my favorite scene, which it was really a small clip, barely a scene.
Oh,
but of him with the family, with him and his family in the like the black and white when they're in the room and they're dancing. I thought that was like the best. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real, it was dope. It was like a good video because it's like without obviously the lyrics are there where the lyrics are extremely direct. You get what I'm saying? But you can watch that video on mute and it's still like a response to everything Drake was like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like counters everything that Drake was saying. Like, you know what I mean? So I thought that was very interesting and that was cool that they found a way to do that without even like, it's like, bro, like, look, everything you saying or you said is bullshit because I'm proving the opposite of everything you said. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. And I don't know. I think obviously, look, bro, everyone has their opinion. And obviously, if you're more of a Drake sympathizer or whatever, you're gonna have a different opinion. But even by rules of how beef or whatever goes, this nigga lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost. Like, and it's not to be like, oh, like, you know, oh, he a hater. Like, it's like, nigga, he lost. And it's not, and again, I'm not no Drake fan like that, but even at the beginning, how things were going, I was like, all right, he's doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Like but this not like us, man. I don't know, bro.
Kendrick was way more prepared. He was way more prepared because
it's crazy you say that because even thinking about that, about how prepared was he, and I was starting to think his preparation for this goes way back.
He was prepared.
If you listen to that. To the Mr. Morale and the Half whatever that album was called, I forgot the Mr. Morale album. When he on the song when he says, "Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song." Stop playing with me and then he basically did that shit that he said that he was gonna do. Like the nigga turned you into a whole song that is not just a song, but like a hit song. Like I don't know. So I feel he was way more prepared than Drake.
Yeah, So Drake made the first mistake he made was responding right after, you know what I'm saying? Like responding immediately.
Technically, J. Cole responded. J. Cole responded more immediately. But J. Cole realized that was not a good idea.
He was like, let me jump up out of this. So after that, Drake should have never responded. If I was Drake, I'm not gonna respond for like 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying?
At least. You would have to have done a lot more because I've listened to that song, that Future, because obviously what kind of crescendo this whole thing was the Metro Boomin Future song. I listened to that shit up until yesterday. He really does not say anything in that verse that warranted a full-blown song from J. Cole or even anything from Drake. They just got the two of them just got way paranoid in the moment of everybody saying, "Oh, he talking about y'all, he talking about y'all." Because the only thing he mentions in that song is when he says, "Mother F the big three, it's just big me." And I wouldn't even take that as like a diss to them personally. He was just saying, "I don't want to be grouped with them people. I'm my own thing."
Yeah.
And from that, all of this, it ricocheted into all of this. And it's like you said, if I was Drake, I'm not even responding to that because that wouldn't even worth it. And it's like Kendrick almost like, it's like he fell for the bait. Like Kendrick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Drake fell for the trap. This was he put the bait out there. Kendrick put the bait. And that's what I'm saying. He calculated. You talking about a dude who put a video together like Not Like Us. This man knew what he was doing. That's the reason I was like, this nigga, him and Dave Freed probably put this whole thing together. They was like, all right, we're going to put this out there. As soon as he responds, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Drake here talking about some drop. Like it's dumb. Like dumbass, do you not know that they prepared for this shit?
and that's what the crazy thing about this. I used to was one of those people who were, even though I was not the biggest Drake fan, I always thought he was like, you know how they have like the basketball IQ. I thought his music rap IQ for all this shit going on was just like. But then Kendrick just completely proved him to be kind of a dummy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it's like, how did you fall into this trap? The man barely said anything about you. He said just enough that he knew you couldn't resist responding to, especially based off of everybody else telling you like, yo, you got to say something. You got to say something.
Yeah.
You responded, and then this nigga just slaughtered you, bro.
But I've been telling people, I feel like Kendrick used the art of war on Drake, pretty much. He used it, all of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You read that book, he used everything on it. You know what I'm saying? And Drake, I don't know what it was going through his head. That man, he fell for every single thing, bro. Everything.
Yes. And like we said, J. Cole, clearly he fell into it first, but then he was like, wait. He was like, yeah, I see what's happening here. Let me recall that because I see where this is going. Because it's like Kendrick was waiting. He's like, all right, I'm not gonna hit him yet because he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing enough for me to like completely get at him. But then once I think it was the Family Matters song, that's the one he made the video for, right? Where he had he took the van that he used, and that's where he talks about his wife and stuff like that, or his girlfriend. Yeah. After that, I think that's when Kendrick was like, all right, well, now you get Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because bro, I wouldn't even be surprised if Not Like Us was recorded before even the other shit that he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was ready with that. Like, he was like, yeah, I'm ready. He maybe, after he seen the certain things that Drake said, he maybe tweaked a couple lines here and there in it before he put out the official song. But I feel like he had that, like, he was like, this is going to be it. This is going to be the kill switch as soon as he goes a little bit too hard. And and that's what happened, man.
That man was, he was prepared.
He was well prepared. Yeah. And it's like I'm saying, like, and again, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. I don't, as far as any kind of permanent damage to Drake's career, I don't think this is gonna do nothing. I don't think, you know what I'm saying.
It's funny you said
that.
that.
What if Steven? Let's get Steven said. Oh yeah, like right when Steven, right when you typed that, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be, especially not a nosedive. It ain't taking no nosedive. And that's the thing. It's like, Go ahead.
Here's what I feel about that, right? I don't think it's not gonna nosedive when it comes to just music in general, right? But when it comes to rap, in a way, like his rap career, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm iffy on that one because even with him, I don't think it's gonna hit as it used to. Put it that way. That's the only thing he's still gonna do numbers. He's still gonna do numbers. He's Drake. You know what I'm saying? But
I think most is like he's people, particularly people who are fans of Kendrick, are gonna probably make fun of him for life because of this. Like, I don't know if you saw the video today. He was walking, he was like coming out of a hotel or something, and some guy was like bothering him, was like, yo, Drake, you looking for a minor? Like, then he's like, yo, hey, I heard you like him young. So you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to deal with that and the people quoting that song maybe for the next couple of years. But come on, bro. You think all the people who listen to Drake, like girls and stuff like that, they're not gonna stop listening to him, especially if he puts out songs that are just back to being like, you know, regular Drizzy. Numbers wise,
that's what I'm saying. He's not. That's what I think he's gonna go. He's gonna stick to that. Like, even he wore this shirt where what do you say? Rap is a joke. I know it's based off of some rap group. Like, this is a deeper meaning to it, but What I got it is like this whole thing is like a joke to him, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to him, and I feel like he's gonna have that attitude.
Yeah, I think all that's a front. I think he's gonna continue because even today he posted some shit with him laying down, talking about some, oh, it's hard when you're at the top or some dumb shit like that. He's gonna continue to act like this thing is not bothering him or act like it's like, oh, it's nothing. But this, and I will say this, while it's not going to affect his career no way. This, as far as Drake and his camp personally, this is the biggest hit he's taken since he started rapping in anything. Greg hasn't really taken no hits. Again, he has that Prince Charming factor where everybody sees no wrong in anything he does. But this, if there was any time where things were shaking up at the Drake camp, I'm sure it's now. I would love to hear anybody behind the scenes who fucks with them, who be with them every day, hear how they're handling it, because I'm sure they're not handling it well. I'm sure they're not just like, you know what I mean? I know they're not just brushing it off, especially knowing that he cannot say nothing to top this. No matter what he says or does, this song is going to be the end all of this beef. That's it. He can't do nothing. And I think even him not having that control or being even having that option to have a control, I'm sure that bothers him. He acting like it don't bother him because of course he's going to do damage control, but it's bothering him. Trust me.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I think obviously he's gonna make a banger, right? But it's gonna be either like one of them like Caribbean anthems or them like soft records. The tough guy Drake, as Kendrick would say, I don't think we're gonna see top tier tough guy Drake ever again. Like I think this kind of.
I think so.
I think this dimmed that one down. The tough guy Drake.
I think he's gonna sneak it in. I think once he gets back to the point of where he like puts out whatever his next project is gonna be, is when he's gonna address all it. Because you know how Drake is a throw stones and hide type of nigga. He knows that right now he's beaten, he's lost. He's gonna retreat like Gollum to the shadows and be in the dark. And then whenever his next project is coming out, when his next album's coming out, and Kendrick is obviously no longer on this and doing his own thing, that's when Drake's gonna come out saying all this shit and talking all his smack and saying about what was going on at this time with him in his mind. Trust me, that's exactly what he's gonna do.
But hey, that nigga gone yet? All right, hey,
yeah, man, for that nigga, man. That's why niggas was just ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, anybody was even thinking about that, nobody cared. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's what is most gonna. But like his music is just gonna be the same as it's been for the last 5 albums. Yeah, because again, at this point, and again, that is the weird thing about this, because Drake is proof that once you get to a certain level and you are known for doing this, you have to keep doing this or people are going to have a problem, right?
Yeah.
And Kendrick is kind of the proof of that, because we saw with that Mr. Morale album, almost everybody who used to jack Kendrick was like, oh, no, I ain't messing with this. He ain't really, it's not the same. He ain't talking about, you get what I'm saying? The minute he tried to switch up his message of what he was talking about and the sound of his music, everyone that used to be on that was more into that Pimp a Butterfly kind of sound is like, nah, I'm not feeling this no more. You get what I'm saying? So it's like Drake, that situation kind of proof. I kind of see why Drake, we saw that summer when Drake tried to do that little techno album or whatever, everybody clowned him for it and said it was whack. So he's like, all right, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make an album with 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? I see why he doesn't even attempt to venture out into doing something else, because at this point his career is so solidified and what in the sound that he has, that's it. Niggas don't want to hear nothing else. And that's not Drake's fault. That's more us as a society or as listeners. I think he's gonna do what Gunna did and drop fire shit, directed and specify a group of people that he knows will like it. Exactly.
That is
he's gonna drop shit directed at his group. Yeah,
I may be wrong because with Gunna,
I don't think Drake's situation ain't Gunna bad. Drake's situation ain't Gunna bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gunna basically lost his shit. Drake ain't lose his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's in a very embarrassing situation. But Gunna damn near lost. His career was dangling off of his pinky by the time he got out of that. He snitched and got out of prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people say he didn't snitch. That's gonna be I'm saying some people would say he didn't snitch.
Some people say he didn't snitch. That's a whole other debate. Some people, what I was gonna say is some people are acting now like he's just as hot as he was before he went in, or that he's dropping hits. I don't see it. I don't know where these hits are, where they being played at. Everybody who listens to Gunna is still saying, oh, Gunna got it. He even better than before Thug. He don't need Thug. I think all of that is caca. There's no way Gunna is dropping no songs right now that's hard that you're hearing people jack like that. So I don't know. And again, I don't think Drake is there. I don't think Drake is going to have that issue next, whatever his next project or album is going to be. In fact, I would say, given the situation, people are probably going to be very more interested in hearing what he has to say or what he's going to do going forward, because this has never happened to him. We saw him beef one time in a serious beef with Meek Mill, and Meek Mill didn't know what the hell to do. Meek Mill, I don't know what was going on in his head, but Meek Mill didn't know how to handle that.
That was an easy dub for Drake. Easy money.
Easy. And maybe that situation, how that went, had him feeling extra confident in this Kendrick situation. I don't know. Because maybe he felt like, oh, if I beat the street nigga, of course I could beat Kendrick, but I don't know. Let's see what Legere said. I love Gunna, but his career definitely took a little hit, even just creatively. His music isn't as good. That's what I'm saying. But again, I've been on the internet and mad people was acting like, oh, Gunna's he never
I think it's more than he was. I think it's more of like, just because I mean I don't know his numbers when it comes to concert sales, right? I only can go off of what I'll be seeing on like Twitter and Instagram, where like his concerts are going up. You know what I'm saying? Because he already outdid my thought of when he first got out of prison or got out of jail and did the whole plea and said, you know, YSL is a gang and pointed his finger at YSL. I thought when he got out, his whole career was gonna be. I thought his whole career was gonna be over. Like I just knew niggas was gonna exile him from rap. So when I see him at concerts and everybody the crowd going crazy, like it surpasses my thought process of where Gunna would be at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Even just when he
I think he took an L. I feel like he took a nosedive, as Steven. Yeah. Ain't nowhere because
the nosedive. I don't know. I thought, like I said, I thought his thick career would be exiled. I thought I wouldn't even hear this man's name no more.
No, you know why? That's not going. I knew that was gonna be. Because niggas don't really. People ain't really street people, bro. Like especially the people that listen to music and consume rap music. They're not real street niggas. They don't have no street value. They don't care about street shit. So when I seen that he snitched, I'm like, certain people ain't gonna care about this, because people just don't be having no type of like care about street shit like that. But yeah, I feel like thank you. I feel like regardless, his career definitely took a nosedive, because even his last album he put out, which I think was that album that had that Push and P song on it, I don't think that hit as hard as I don't think that hit as hard as he had expected, and then all that stuff happened with Thug after. So I don't know.
The album with the honestly, I did like the album with the fuck you me. I actually like that album. This current album, I think like I don't know, it's just not hitting to me. I listened to like one time, I was like, yeah, this it's not it.
Yeah, I ain't moved to that shit. I don't talk about it at all. But don't make no sense to me. Gunna should not be free. Young Thug should be free. Young Thug is musically inclined. Gunna is not. You listen to Young Thug's music, you're like, yo, this man needs to be out of prison. He needs to be free just to make this music freely. What Gunna doing? Gunna ain't doing nothing but taking up space inside the studio, making his nonsense music. Stephen Jones. However, people just don't jack with Pusha T like they do Kendrick. I don't completely understand what you mean by that, Stephen. If you could elaborate a little bit. However, people just don't jack
Pusha T like they do. They're not feeling Pusha T like they feel with Kendrick.
Yeah, but I mean that's because Pusha T. A lot of people see Pusha T just as like an old head or like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because for example, I'm not surprised that in these days and this generation would be more open to hearing Kendrick diss Drake than hearing Pusha T diss him. That don't surprise me.
Yeah, that's true.
You can hear me still? I'm lagging a little bit, I think. You see me and hear me?
It's lagging a little bit. I hear you. But yeah, when it comes to Kendrick and Pusha T, I always really messed with Kendrick a little more. I have an issue with, like, everybody knows Pusha T tries to do this the whole drug dealer thing, and you know what I'm saying, that's his persona, right? And it's like, bro, you're still doing that at whatever age. And also you find out that this man, what his dad was, I forgot, but he grew up in a really good environment in a way, you know what I'm saying? And he even says that he chose to do whatever he,
if you watch, I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
Oh, you lagging?
Yeah, facts. No, I don't know why my shit's lagging like this.
You good now? You good now? I think.
I don't know if they're No, it's like it's just all over the place. I don't know if their documentary is still on Netflix, but him and his brother, obviously, their clips, had a documentary on Netflix a while ago about that whole situation. And because, they actually got caught like serving dope. They're about to do like serious time if the evidence had stacked up. But yeah, they make it clear in that was all stuff they got into like right before as their rap career was taking off. They didn't like grow up selling dope. Like they made that pretty clear.
Oh, so they became rappers and then decided to do that, which is
they became rappers and they got more into it. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Well, like I said, like, what I'm saying, either way, because I don't really know their background like that, but either way, it's just, being 40 and still kind of trying to push that message, but kind of like relay from pushing it. It's weird. Kind of similar to what Meek Mill's doing right now. It's just odd to me, but I mess with Pusha T.
What is Meek Mill doing right now? What is Meek Mill doing?
He made this song. He said I seen on Twitter. He said he's making an album, and he's like, yo, it's real aggressive for the street niggas, but I still talk to like it's just weird shit, bro. Like Meek Mill is just,
okay, yeah,
Meek Mill is just an oddball, bro.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's not really. I don't know. He's doing, but not doing at the same time. He misses Diddy probably. That's what Meek Mill's doing.
Yeah, that's probably the main issue. I was saying Drake lost to Pusha as well, but people, okay, boom, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying with that. Yeah, lyrically, and on paper, song bar for bar, song wise, yes, Drake did lose that little battle he had with Pusha T. That is facts. But again, I think because of Pusha T's popularity or lack thereof. I mean, because again, yes, he is popular, but he's obviously not something that the kids are like checking for like that. I feel like that got brushed under the rug because people are just like, oh, Pusha T's old type shit. You know what I mean? So,
with the Pusha T one, I think okay. So yeah, Drake did lose, but I want to say he lost by like forfeit, right? Because didn't supposedly what's his name? One of them dudes in the game that's high up, I forgot his name, told Drake not to further it or make another response or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because after that whole thing with Drake's son, they told him to stop. So I mean, yeah, he still lost, but I don't think it got to Kendrick and Drake level because they were still going back and forth until Kendrick laid the haymaker.
Pusha T, Pusha T did, yeah. Pusha
T. So that's why I don't really. It was a forfeit. It was like I feel like he just lost by forfeit. So that's why it didn't hit as hard. Yeah, it hit as hard. Yeah, this one, Kendrick actually laid the knockout, and Drake tried. Drake dropped the record after, and everybody's like, nah, bro.
he dropped the record after Not Like Us.
Yeah, it was the
which one was that?
I don't know if I'm tripping, but wasn't it the Heart Part 6? Was that after Not Like Us?
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah, that was after Not Like Us. Everybody's like, nah, bro. Nah, mad people's like, no, it's not it. It's not it. Don't even do that. So that's why I'm like, yo, Kendrick laid the haymaker. Like Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Because Drake did respond, and everybody's like, yeah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing the numbers of the best diss tracks from that whole beef, obviously Not Like Us is first. And then honestly, I'll go with either Euphoria or Family Matters, because Family Matters is hard.
Family Matters, Family Matters is hard.
Number 2, and then Euphoria. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
Drake did lose. I don't know what anybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, he lost to the L. Like Steven said, Thug's So Much Fun album was better than any album Gunna ever put out. Correct? Yeah, Gunna like it. I was listening to So Much Fun the other day. That's one of the best rap albums of all time. I don't know what the hell Young Thug was on when he made that album, but that shit is hit after like hit on that album. I don't know what he was on. But he needs to be back on it if he does get out of prison. But like I said, that album alone proves that he's way more musically inclined than Gunna will ever be. All right, so we talked about that. Let's move on. We're getting close to an hour and a half now, so I want to wrap it up. I was gonna talk about Julio, but I really don't feel like this is really not no words to talk about shit. RP to Julio. If you don't know who Julio is, RP to him. He passed away. He's on that demon time. He's one of them Florida demons. He was rapping, and he unfortunately was shot. For a long time, he's been beefing with this other group of rappers, Ace Hood or whatever. What do you call him? Young and Ace.
Young and Ace. Yeah.
Young and Ace. He was beefing with them, and it seems like, I don't know, obviously, but they're leaning towards saying that Young and Ace's Peoples is the one who got this done. But unfortunately, Julio was shot and murdered on the day of his birthday. The night of his birthday, he was very stupidly posting where he was in Florida and where his birthday was at. He was walking around with a group of people. And before they went upstairs to the final destination, they drove by and shot him up in his car. I think 2 other people were injured and maybe 1 other person died, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, not much else to say. For a long time, he's been talking about death. He's the type of rapper, he goes and pees on the graves of his dead.
If anybody wants like a more background, he died on the same night that like one of Young and Ace's people died. The dude that he was dancing on his grave.
The same night?
No, it was he died on his birthday.
Oh, the same date. Like the same. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
He said, you know what I'm saying? In this song, he said, yeah, he got hit up on his birthday, and then they came and did the same thing to him. But honestly, Julio Fulio lived much longer than kind of expected, due to his circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember they tried to kill him in October. He was shot up in his car in October, and his whole foot was blown to hell. He was in a wheelchair for like months. He just got out that wheelchair.
I do remember that.
So yeah, he got shot up in October. They literally tried to kill him in October. So I don't understand why you would
live a long, beautiful life.
Yeah. Right up until, what is he, 20? Didn't even make it to buy liquor.
No, I think he's older. I think he's like 25, 26. That's why I'm like, that man lived pretty long.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He was asking for it to some extent, and it happened.
Oh, yeah.
RP to Julio Fulio.
Yeah, they were definitely. Yeah. This is like facts. They were definitely waiting for his, but this was like a get back. Like they were waiting for his birthday. It was like, all right, bet it's your birthday. Now it's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, and he took that out. He died that day. I don't understand the concept of rappers like, you again, unless you literally want to die, you have some money, because obviously this kid wasn't like Drake rich, but he had some type of money. Why are you even living in the area where all your enemies are, where people you have killed are, people that want to kill you are? Why you live here and party here and post your whereabouts here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I'll never understand.
I know street nigga, so I don't understand street shit. But yeah, maybe it's part of being street shit. But RP to Julio Fulio, bro. Like, nigga, at the end of the day, he was a young man, and he unfortunately lost his life to some gun violence. Got famous from street shit just to die from the same street shit. Yeah, that's how I go. That's how I go. That seems to be the whole point of these young men's what they do.
That's probably how he. I mean, probably how he wanted to go.
Like, boom. That's what I was gonna say. That when you live a certain lifestyle, that's it. I think I talked about it on here before, but the skateboarder Tony Hawk. Obviously, everybody knows who Tony Hawk is. He has this really good documentary about his life on HBO. If you have HBO Max or whatever you like, and even if you don't really like skateboarding, it's a very inspirational documentary. And in the documentary, he talks about, because he does that trick, the 900, where he literally spins X amount of times. And he talks about how many times he almost lost his life doing this trick, like, or attempting to do it. He's always been injured doing other skateboarding tricks. Many times, Tony Hawk has almost died on the skateboard. And obviously, like in every documentary, they have shots where they interview people in your life, your friends, your family, or whatever. And whenever they talk to Tony Hawk's family or people like, who did not skateboard but knew him because they loved him and they're his family, whatever, everyone was always expressing like, it's, to this day, because he still skateboards, not as much, but they're like, to this day, I pray to God he doesn't die on that board. He doesn't die skateboarding. It's so dangerous the way he does it. That might be the way he goes, and that would be terrible. Mm-hmm. Every time they showed his homeboys, the ones that he came up skateboarding with, the ones that also skateboard and are in the game with the skateboard, all of them could literally, and obviously they're all interviewed in different, they're not interviewed together, they're interviewed. Every single one of them said, like, if he dies on that skateboard, it'll be an honor. I hope he dies on that skateboard. And he himself, Tony Hawk, was saying, like, if I die, I hope it's on this skateboard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it seems like when you're dedicated to a lifestyle and that's what you do and that's all you care about, niggas be willing to die that way. The people that surround you that are in it with it too, it's like they get it. They're like, yeah, that's the whole point, right? Like, how else would he die? So I feel like the same shit with this, like with Julio Fulio and all these other street niggas, like in their head, they're just like, well, I'm going to die from this. I don't want to die from getting riddled with bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like I get dying for what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? But
what did he believe
rather
in?
Die doing the 900. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
if that's what you believe in. But physically, I'd rather die doing some wild shit like the 900 than getting riddled with bullets in my car. Like, bro, man got riddled with bullets. Like,
yeah.
His whole face was gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, bro. It's just the way that street niggas have to die. You know, like what they consider like a Vikings death. Like if you die in battle, you go to Valhalla or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The way street niggas have to die is like, I don't know. I'm not with it. I don't.
Yeah, I'm good on that, bro.
It's like it seems the only way out is to get shot to death, and I don't know. That just doesn't seem pleasant to me. But yeah, my sleep. Yeah, there's 1,000 other ways that you could die, as opposed to I just do not see a street man's death as an honorable death. I don't know, because like you did all this just to get shot up.
Oh, he was a street nigga. Like, what you gonna say? You know, if say just in afterlife and people saying what they did, and he's like, yeah, I was a street nigga. Like,
I was the streetest nigga of them all. I was so street, I died in the streets, nigga. That's how street I was. I died literally on the street. Like, I guess, and again, like I don't know. I guess when you grow up in a certain environment and that's all that's in your head, and that's what other older people put into your head, I guess. But yeah, I'm good on that. Speaking of shots, let's go to the last topic of the night, man. The shot that shook the world like yesterday.
Shot heard around the world, bro.
The shot heard around the world, bro. Apparently Donald Trump was almost off yesterday, and apparently he ate that shit. Like, I don't know. There's been a lot of attempts at presidents' lives. I've never seen a president eat that shit and just be like, all right, y'all, peace out. I'll see y'all at the election. I've never seen
out of
this
all
happen.
people. No, I want to say out of all people, Donald Trump, bro. They did it to the worst dude, bro. Like they missed on the worst guy to miss on, bro.
This is the nigga y'all miss on.
I'm saying, bro.
Like,
out of all people, you miss on. You gotta. It gotta be Donald Trump,
again.
Bro.
It ain't gonna happen again. That was it. Buddy had one shot. That was it. It's not the opportunity for this is gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And if I'm Donald Trump, I'm firing every Secret Service one of them niggas, every single one of them. I'm firing them. Because you understand your whole job exists for this not to happen. That is why you are hired. And even if it does happen, you are supposed to be there to catch that bullet. I should not be bleeding. Why am I bleeding? You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole job is for this not to happen. So somehow Donald Trump, but before we even get into the nitty gritty of that, let me ask you this, because this is the question that's burning everybody right now, and everyone's divided on this. And everyone who's still with us or rock with us in the chat, thank you for being here still. And I would like for you to also answer this. Do you think this was real? Oh, yeah, you're right. My fault. Do you think this was real, or is this all some very effective thing that Donald Trump did to push his vote?
Man, that's a tough one, bro. It's just like the Diddy situation. It's just my thought on conspiracies in general. But me just being the extremely logical person that I am, I think it was dead real. It was real, right?
Yep.
And it just happened to, like, out of all people, the guy who's gonna, he's gonna shove this down everybody's throat. Like, we're gonna hear about this shit. Like, and I believe the man's gonna win.
Like, y'all remember they tried to kill me, right? You remember they tried to kill me? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember y'all saw me eat that bullet, right?
The wrong guy. I was so mad. Like, I'm like, bro, if you shouldn't have even shot him, bro. Like, even tried if you gonna miss, to be honest. Like because like let this man. I don't know. You think he was scared?
Yeah, I think he's there. Which again leads me to my opinion on it. I think it's real. A lot of people, and I would have touched on something you said that I think is true. Anybody who is logical and has, like, who thinks realistically, it's real. I understand if we all feel some type of way about Trump. Maybe some of us, like me, I don't feel too much of a way about him. But I don't think this is fake. One, because Buddy's dead. They shot and killed this kid, and they spoke to his parents. Like, his parents are real people that said, like, yeah, he's for a while he's been very wrapped up in this political stuff and the Trump stuff. But he's dead. Another innocent bystander got injured. So I feel like and think about this too. This is another thing that made me feel like, okay, this has got to be real. Every liberal news outlet and every liberal media, which is most of the news and media these days, hates Donald Trump. They hate him. They would do anything to disprove anything. They, we saw that with the debate the other day when he debated Sleepy Joe. When we saw everybody, all the liberal news tried to. If this was fake, I do not think CNN and MSNBC and ABC would be reporting it the way that they did. They'd have been found whatever loophole to find out that it was staged or whatever, and they would have been like, oh, this was staged. It's not real. From even what liberal news is reporting, it seems like this is real. So I don't think it's fake at all. And with that being said, I think Buddy was nervous. I feel like maybe because if you watch the videos, right, people noticed he had a gun and that he was going to shoot before he shot. When he brandishes the gun, you hear people yelling out, he's got a gun, and then he shoots. So I feel like from him being discovered, I don't know where exactly in the crowd he was, but I feel like from him getting discovered, that kind of like shook him up a little bit. And then because clearly he like.
I think he was on the roof. I think he climbed on the roof like far out, 70 yards out. Man, he had
from what I heard,
the sniper.
I thought what they were saying is that he was sniped. I thought he was in the crowd, and that's after he shot, snipers sniped him. That's what I heard.
Maybe. I'm hearing so many different stories, but like I when they got him, he was laid out on a rooftop.
Okay.
From what I see, I didn't do much more research because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this president,
how niggas saw him because niggas screamed out. Niggas screamed out, he's got a gun. If he was all the way up in the thing, how would niggas see him and say he got a gun?
They did see him. They said I said I seen some report where somebody said they told Secret Service about a dude on the roof with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like some suspicious, not even with a gun, like suspicious. And they said, I guess Secret Service.
The moment before he shot, you could hear someone screaming out, he's got a gun. Like if you ever seen like when they shot Malcolm X, before the niggas knew he had a gun because he took it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then he shot Malcolm X. And it looked like the same shit here. Like niggas saw the gun somehow and was like, he got a gun. And then, because I think I even saw videos of like people tackling him. Like, wasn't normal like people in the crowd tackling him? I don't know. Whatever happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to do more. Regardless, nigga miss, bro. And with this. What I gotta say about this presidential debate and this time period, first of all, it's honestly like a reality television show right now. It's low-key a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a joke. Like Biden's a joke.
Both sides are not looking
Trump
good.
is a joke.
That's my personal.
Yeah. Nah, mine too. And anybody who looks at it, they honestly should be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like
other than the extreme, bro. Because there's people that are extreme on the Trump side and an extreme on the Biden side. Remember I was talking earlier about Oliver and Mark? Them two is the two representations of that. One is on the far this side and the other is on the far. And both of them, there's no middle. You cannot talk to them about no middle. They don't see no middle. No middle.
Bro, my man got up after getting grazed, bullet in his ear, and put his fist up, right? That is some type like movie type, like some like comedic movie type shit. And it's like, why, bro? It's just gonna give extremists just more like ammo, bro. It's gonna piss me off just listening to these people talk.
But I think exactly, and I think that's it. Because, bro, and Trump is such a crazy madman that you could tell once he felt that bullet, he was like, yes.
Bro, yes. I know. That's what I'm saying. When he's on the floor, he heard the bullet. He's like,
yes, nigga. He's like, I won this shit, bro. Because now I'm a martyr for this shit. Now I'm an actual, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I took a bullet for this. That's what that fist was. I took a bullet for America, and I'm still gonna go. Nothing. They try to put this man in prison for what he did to Stormy Daniels. Nothing is stopping this man from running. And I would say it goes the same for both sides, because same with Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe is one nap away from being in the hospital, and he's refusing to back down from being president. They even asked him like, bro, Joe, can't you just give this up? Can't you just let Kamala be the president for the minute? He said, no, I'm not doing it. He said, no, I would never do that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That man does not even know what's going on. He doesn't even know what's going on in life. I don't know if you saw that debate, but it was literally a joke. Like, he wasn't even speaking English, and he refuses to step down. I don't know about you or anybody else in this chat or anybody else in America for that matter, but I don't see myself voting for Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that I would vote for Trump, but if I absolutely had to go step in a booth in September or November, whenever that shit is, I can't see myself voting for Joe. How is Joe Biden gonna do 4 more years? How? 4 more years?
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a shit show. This is like I don't think I've seen. I mean, even the last presidential election, it was like half shit show, and then the one before that, that was like the realest one, right? When I guess Donald Trump became president over Hillary Clinton, right? Or was that the one? That one? Am I talking about the right one? When it was him versus Hillary Clinton.
That was 2016, right? That was 2016.
2016. In 2020, it was Trump versus Biden. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like.
And then that's when Biden lost, and then the Trump people took over, tried to take over the what's it called? Congress.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when it was like a half a shit show. Because when you seen that, you're like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, what is this? Now it's a complete shit show. The whole debate. Like I'm here. I don't tune into this stuff, right? I don't tune into this stuff, but I'm here listening to the debate, and I can't even hear no real like policy, real anything going on. All I hear is like just some reality TV stuff and beef.
Like Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah, it was Kendrick and Drake. Like I'm like, all right, I already
even know what is the
fix with the beef. I got my fix with the beef from the Kendrick and Drake beef. Like, can I hear some policies? Every time they was trying to talk about a policy, all I hear is Trump say, "Oh, he's lying because his family. Look at his son. His son's a whole drug addict." Like, come on, bro. It's a shit show. And now, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Joe Biden stumbling over every single word, because he's old. Like I've been saying, there needs to be a cap on age for presidency. We should not have 2 old niggas arguing like they're at the bingo hall fighting for presidency.
Yeah. But
so it puts you in a bad predicament.
It does, especially as far as who I'm supposed to vote for.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy because it's like Joe Biden, again, like you said, it's really a shit show. You don't know who to vote for exactly because, again, I don't feel confident voting for Trump or the crazy psychotic people who are part of his camp. And then Joe Biden's like, bro, I cannot put this man in the White House again for another 4 years. I do not understand the concept of this. Like, just let Kamala run or give it to her something. Like, I feel like if it was Trump versus Kamala might have it. You get what I'm saying? Trump versus Biden, I don't see Biden winning again against Trump.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now, I mean, everybody in the chat, like, okay, after what happened yesterday, I don't think Biden stands a chance. We're talking about the dude. He had a movie-ending script, putting his fist in the air, United States flag in the background.
The picture is so. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that man is our president now. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna navigate this shit show. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be bad. Like, it's gonna be with Biden.
Be bad, but
with Biden, it'll be more like we just know we don't have like a real capable president of the United States, right? Because he's old. When he's talking to other leaders of the world, they're he's just always an old ass nigga. With Trump, it's gonna be a shit show, not because of Trump, it's because of the Trumpers,
right? But that's what I was gonna say. But boom, who would you? Because for example, right, when I saw yesterday Trump got shot, whatever, or attempted to shoot him, before they even said or released who the person was, I was like, I bet you it was a white person.
For sure.
I knew it wasn't a black person. Because black and Spanish people don't do shit. They don't actually act on anything. You know what I'm saying? We just complain. That's all we do. We like to complain and shit, and that's it. But we don't actually do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially not to presidents and shit. We won't do shit like that. I knew it. I'm like, we didn't even kill what's homeboy that killed Trayvon Martin? What's his name? George
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. We didn't even kill Zimmerman, and Zimmerman deserved to die long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't even do shit to him. Zimmerman walks around Florida regular. So when I seen that trial, I was like, it definitely wasn't a Trump person. It definitely wasn't a black person. It had been some white person. So lo and behold, it was definitely a white person.
Oh, so if we gotta watch this video. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll play it after this. is what I'm saying. If Trump wins and the Trump people are happy, nothing's gonna happen. Cause they're not gonna. They are the ones who do shit. We saw that they're the ones who will try to kill people. They're the ones who try to take over the Capitol and all that shit. They will do shit. So if what they want to happen is what's happening, I feel like things will be at least on an actual level of things happening. Things will be calm. If Trump
no, I hear that.
Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. You're right. The only thing is gonna be annoying. I'm not trying to see the whole time.
Yeah, it's gonna be
walking around with,
they're just gonna be
Trump flags
on.
and like, bro, they really think the man's the second coming of Christ. Like, you know what I'm saying? However you believe, whatever with Jesus Christ, they believe he is the second coming of Jesus Christ, and this is like facts. Like, so that's where I'm like, yo, these niggas about to be annoying. But you got to watch. You know what's funny with this video?
Yeah.
You got to watch the video with the kids. The kid.
I'm playing real quick. We're gonna play it, then we'll probably talk for a couple minutes. Let me pause real quick before we get out of here because, like I said, it's getting late. But let's. So, you want to give us any any kind of prefix to what?
So pretty much that. Yeah, this kid is he knows the shooter, the kid who shot Pat Trump.
He knows him personally. Oh wow.
Okay. After we watch it, I'll just like talk on what I had to say on this video.
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Yeah. You said he was a loner?
Yeah. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much.
This is high school.
Yeah.
What did they, do you remember at all what they said to him or called him?
No. He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance.
So the one thing I want to say about that, right? And this may be a little insensitive. I mean, rest up to, whoever passed away with the situation. I've seen some other stuff on the person who passed away and my ideas on that. It's not necessary. But when it comes to people like this kid, right? I'll put this message out there. Hey, going at like Trump and politicians, whatever. I'd rather that than schools. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'd rather that than these kids going to schools and churches, bro. To be honest.
Oh,
to be real.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, obviously, when you listen to that,
yeah.
And also, like before we even get into that, I would say, this is the first time I'm seeing this or watching this.
Yeah.
Anybody who says this shit is fake after, like, clearly this is real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this is real. This
was clearly a real kid. You could look at even in the face of this kid talking about it. This kid's really like about to cry. You know what I'm saying? You tell he really like this was a real person. But whatever. All y'all liberal ass people could think whatever you want to think. But anyway, but going what you're saying, yeah, obviously, just like listening to what this kid's saying right here, homeboy could have just as easily brought that gun to school on tomorrow's Monday. He could have went to school on Monday instead and let it rip at school and probably caught about 4 or 5 victims at least. Yeah. But instead he did that, and I agree. I mean, again, I'm not going to sit here and say I would agree with the attempt on anyone's life, because anyone do shit to me personally. But it's like, yeah, obviously you'd rather somebody, because again, and I've said this to people, go hurt or attempt to hurt the people that are the cause of all this. You get what I'm saying? If you have whatever, because look at even these terrorists and shit like that. Like, look what niggas did 9/11. They had issues with George Bush and the government, all these people, and then they go blow up 2 towers of innocent people in there who just came to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. And people that wanted to get on a flight to Boston, they went and why do that? Why do that? Go at least attempt to do something at the heart of your problem.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The person who's responsible, because as this kid in the interview was saying, he was made fun of a lot, and he probably saw people like Donald Trump as the king bully, the person who was the leader of the kind of people who made fun of him for being how he was. So it's like, I understand that, you know what I'm saying? But again, I cannot ever see myself being the type of person to go get a gun to go deal with my problems. But that's just me. But yeah, man, shit is getting, and this is a sign that, bro, this political shit, political shit and shit mixed in the mind of what's going on with people personally going on in people's lives could really have a big outcome, bro. Like, and could really have an effect on people because
facts.
You know what I mean? That kid clearly felt some type of way, and he clearly felt strong enough to go do what he did. And I'm sure he's not the only person his age or even older.
That's what,
you know what I mean?
So that's another thing. I mean, if when Donald Trump, because now I really believe the man's going to be president. I don't. They're gonna unless Biden goes and dodges 2 bullets and gets up with a cane and turns to the Neo from the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it. But you know what I'm saying? Honestly, this might not be the last attempt, to be real. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. I don't know.
Saying, listen, in 2024, saying that this is not going to be the last attempt at Donald Trump's life is like saying that Capitol shit is going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. There's no way. They even because whatever they didn't, what precautions they didn't take, they're definitely going to take now. You get what I'm saying? Like they're clearly, obviously, not going to have him just speaking out there, and they're probably going to check him for guns, but whatever they can do.
When you think about it though, when you really think about it though, because we thought the Capitol stuff was crazy. Now this tops the Capitol stuff. This is even crazier. Like,
not to me.
What happens after?
Not to me.
Not to me. Oh, it's not crazier than the Capitol stuff.
Because you gotta remember, Donald Trump ain't the first. Donald Trump ain't the first president or ex-president that someone tried to kill or killed. That Capitol shit, that was the first. No one has ever done that. No one has ever tried to overthrow a government building or Capitol. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even try to overthrow the food stamp building, much less the goddamn Capitol. Like, that's crazy. So that was the first time for that. So if that's not happening again, I don't see Donald Trump's assassination because say there was even anybody at home polishing up their gun. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. When they saw this, they probably like, oh, well, well, there was my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that
assassination attempts are just assassination attempts are kind of crazy to me because, like, what makes you think? That's not pretty bold. Job. That's insane. That's really bold, bro.
It's literally in 2024. It's fucking suicide, basically. It's because you gotta remember, even when homeboy, what was his name? John Wilkes Boots. Whenever the nigga that shot Abraham Lincoln in the theater, even his ass, they was on him. You know what I'm saying? Homie that shot JFK, they was on him immediately after. You know what I'm saying? So to have in your mind to think I'm gonna shoot a president or ex-president or political figure and think that I'm just gonna be good is like, bro, they're killing you.
And I want
there's no trial for that.
I want to be clear too. I don't think it's staged in either way. Some people will be like, oh, I'm not good with the terms of, like, you know, the left or right or liberal and whatever, but they're saying that the one side sent the shooter to take down Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even believe it's staged in. Yeah, that's what the people who are with Trump, like the Trumpers and stuff like that, they're saying, like, oh, the Democrats wanted Trump dead, so they sent the shooter. You know what I'm saying? They put this together. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I figured that's what the far right people was gonna say, that they're gonna say, like, oh, the liberals set this up, like they're trying to kill. They look at them, they're trying to kill Donald Trump. But
I think it's just, bro,
look, it looks, bro, it's like. No, like what you said. Go ahead. What are you saying? Like, it was
I was gonna say, I think
the kid's crazy.
Just a potential, like, school shooter, one of those mass shooters who decided he's gonna try and take out Trump and
do this.
Missed. Simple as that.
And people act like this shit don't make sense. Like, bro, we don't all done seen them Batman movies, bro. We done seen them Batman movies. The Joker just want to do some crazy shit. Look at you seen a new Batman movie with the Riddler, by the end of it, he uses the internet to control all these niggas to go try to overthrow Gotham or do whatever they do. The internet and politics are very powerful today, especially with certain people like this kid from going by what this kid said, he was an outcast. He probably just went home all day and just looked at this shit on the internet and was just like, this was probably all in his mind next to people making fun of him. So
I can't lie. If you already mentally low, I'm pretty sure he was on Twitter scrolling through Twitter. If you mentally low, bro, don't go on Twitter, bro. That shit'll mess you up, make you want to do some crazy shit, especially the people who talking shit.
And the irony, exactly. And the irony is that people do the opposite. When the lower people feel, the more they dive into the internet. I don't get it. Like, this shit is not gonna make you feel better, bro. It's not. Yo, I don't have anything else. I don't know if you do. Don, if you got anything else you want to say, you got anything you want to put out, what's up?
No, I'm good. Shout out to everybody who stayed in here. I think the chat's been over
bro.
like 14, 15 people the whole time. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, everybody was there chilling with us the whole time, bro. Shout out to everybody that was in here and everyone that stayed. Shout out to Kira, shout out to Leger, Rachel, Steven. I think they were the main ones that were like, conversing with us. And so shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that stayed and watched us. Sorry that we've been gone for a while. Well, we're gonna try to, to keep up the consistency, but it's just been a busy summer. But fall we'll be back, and we'll try to keep it up. But thanks everybody for staying for the conversation. Peace out.
Peace.
Good night.